California, sunshine, beaches, Hollywood, once the land of endless opportunity. For decades people flocked here, chasing dreams and good weather. But now, the dream feels different, expensive, crowded, and complicated. The magnetic pull is fading. More people are eyeing the exit than ever before. Coffee shop whispers, moving trucks, and for sale signs are everywhere. The Golden State is starting to feel like a beautiful, pricey cage. Conversations have shifted from best beaches to soul-crushing traffic and sky-high rents. People are asking, is the sunshine worth the grind and financial pressure? For many, the answer is no. They're packing up and leaving. They want a life that's more affordable, less stressful, and truly connected. And the place they're heading? It's surprising everyone. Let's look at the facts. California's latest migration data shows a massive net outflow. Hundreds of thousands leaving. The main reason? Cost of living. Home prices are sky-high, taxes are crushing, and daily life feels like a grind. It's not just about money, it's about quality of life. People are tired of long commutes, competition for everything, and a sense of decline. Teachers, plumbers, engineers, and small business owners are all feeling the squeeze. They love California's beauty, but the frustrations now outweigh the perks. They want a place where they can breathe, financially and emotionally. This isn't a political statement, it's practical. The search for a better life is leading them to unexpected places. And the most surprising destination? It's not where you'd think. When Californians leave, you expect Arizona, Nevada, or Texas. For years, that was the playbook. Move east, get more for less. But in 2025, a new destination is on the map. A continent away. Ecuador. Yes, Ecuador. The country on the equator, known for coffee and giant tortoises. It sounds wild, but there's logic behind it. Word is spreading through expat groups and online forums. Families are swapping LA for Cuenca, San Francisco for the Andes' eternal spring. They're not just moving, they're upgrading their lives. Ecuador offers a fresh start, a lower cost of living, and a new sense of possibility. It's not just retirees. Young families and professionals are joining the quiet revolution. The more you look, the more it makes sense. Ecuador is becoming the new promised land. Meet Sarah and Tom. They're a couple in their late 30s with two energetic kids. They were once living what many would consider the American dream, but it felt more like a pressure cooker. They were cramped in a small condo in San Diego, a beautiful city, but the cost of living was crushing their spirits. They both had good jobs, the kind that demanded long hours and constant attention. But every single penny seemed to vanish the moment it arrived, swallowed up by the ever-hungry mortgage and those relentless property taxes. It felt like they were working just to stay afloat, barely making any headway. Family time? Almost none. Dinners were rushed, often eaten separately as they juggled work calls and looming deadlines. The kids were growing up fast, and Sarah and Tom felt like they were missing it all, trapped in a cycle of work and financial stress. The joy had been slowly squeezed out of their lives. They made a bold decision. They sold their condo, a place that had become a symbol of their financial burden, and decided to move to Cuenca, Ecuador, a city nestled in the Andes Mountains. It was a leap of faith, a chance to rewrite their story. And now, they have a spacious 4-bedroom house with a lush green yard. The kids have room to run and play, and Sarah and Tom finally have space to breathe. It's a world away from their cramped condo in San Diego. Their mortgage payment is shockingly low, less than what they used to pay in HOA fees back in California. They've freed themselves from the financial chains that were holding them back. Tom continues to work remotely, leveraging his skills in a global market. Sarah, inspired by her newfound freedom, started an online business, pursuing her passion and creating a flexible income stream. But the biggest change, the most profound shift in their lives, is the time they now have together. Dinners are relaxed, filled with laughter and conversation. They take walks as a family, exploring their new surroundings. They're a family again, truly connected, not just stressed-out co-workers sharing a living space. They play games, tell stories, and simply enjoy each other's company. The joy has returned. Then there's David, a 62-year-old retiree from Oakland, California. He spent his entire career working hard, diligently saving for his golden years. But he soon realized that his Bay Area nest egg, painstakingly built over decades, would only last about 5 years, maybe even less, given the exorbitant cost of living. The thought was terrifying. He decided to visit a friend who had already made the move to Ecuador. He saw firsthand how retirees were living comfortably, even thriving, on just their social security checks. Inspired and hopeful, he decided to take the leap himself. He sold his Oakland home, packed his bags, and embarked on a new adventure. Now he owns a charming beach house, just steps from the ocean. He wakes up to the sound of waves and the warm tropical breeze. He lives comfortably on less than $1,000 a month, a fraction of what he needed to survive in the Bay Area. He can finally afford to relax and enjoy his retirement. He feels healthier, both physically and mentally, and genuinely happier than he's been in years. The stress of financial insecurity has vanished. He traded the relentless stress of Oakland for the breathtaking beauty of ocean sunsets, a daily reminder of his newfound freedom. These stories aren't rare anomalies, they're becoming the new normal, a growing trend of people seeking a better quality of life outside the confines of traditional expectations. People are discovering that it's possible to find not just affordability, but a richer, more connected life, filled with meaningful experiences and genuine relationships. The move isn't just about saving money, it's about reclaiming their time, rediscovering their passions, and ultimately, finding happiness. It's about designing a life that aligns with their values. For many, it's the best deal they've ever made, a decision that has transformed their lives in ways they never imagined. Let's dive into a detailed cost comparison between California and Ecuador. We're going to break down the major expenses and see just how far your dollar can stretch in each location. Get ready for a revealing look at the true cost of living. In Irvine, California, a two-bedroom apartment rents for $3,500 or more, and that's before utilities or parking fees. The demand for housing in Southern California continues to drive prices sky high, making it a significant financial burden for many. Meanwhile, in the beautiful city of Cuenca, Ecuador, a comparable apartment can be found for just $500 to $700. Imagine the possibilities with that extra cash each month. You could explore the rich culture, travel, or simply enjoy a more relaxed lifestyle. Dreaming of owning a home in California? Be prepared to spend well over $1 million, especially in desirable areas. The California dream often comes with a hefty price tag, requiring a substantial down payment and ongoing mortgage payments. But what if you could own a home outright for under $200,000? In Ecuador, that's a reality. You can find charming houses and comfortable living spaces at a fraction of the cost, freeing you from the constraints of a large mortgage. Let's talk groceries. Feeding a family of 4 in California can easily set you back $300 to $400 a week. The cost of food, especially fresh produce, can quickly add up at the checkout. Now picture this: vibrant, bustling mercados in Ecuador, where you can fill your basket with fresh, local produce for just $50 to $70 a week. Not only are you saving money, but you're also supporting local farmers and enjoying the freshest ingredients. Don't forget about utilities. In California, you might be looking at around $300 a month to keep the lights on and the temperature comfortable. In Ecuador, you can expect to pay around $60 for the same services. That's a significant difference that can free up your budget for other priorities. Healthcare costs in the US can be staggering. A simple doctor's visit can easily cost hundreds of dollars, and that's before any tests or procedures. In Ecuador, you can see a specialist for around $40. Access to quality healthcare is much more affordable, making it easier to prioritize your well-being. And private health insurance? It's available for around $80 a month, providing peace of mind without breaking the bank. The bottom line is, you can live comfortably in Ecuador for $1,500 to $2,000 a month, enjoying a relaxed lifestyle and exploring all that the country has to offer. In California, that same amount barely covers rent, leaving little room for anything else. The math is simple, and for many the cost savings are simply irresistible. The opportunity to drastically reduce your expenses and improve your quality of life is a powerful draw. It's not just about saving money, it's about what those savings allow you to do. It's about gaining freedom from financial stress, freedom to pursue your passions, and freedom to live life on your own terms. Consider this: your California down payment could buy a home outright in Ecuador, providing you with a secure and stable foundation for your new life. For those making the move, the financial relief is truly life-changing, allowing them to retire earlier, travel more, and spend more time with loved ones. The numbers speak for themselves, painting a clear picture of the financial advantages of living in Ecuador compared to California. It's a decision that can transform your financial future and open up a world of possibilities. Moving to Ecuador isn't just for retirees anymore. The remote work revolution changed everything. Now, digital nomads, designers, programmers, marketers are flocking to Ecuador. Why pay San Francisco rent when you can earn US wages and live for a fraction of the cost? Cities like Cuenca and Quito are buzzing with co-working spaces and modern cafes. These expats finish work early, then hike the Andes or explore historic towns. It's not just about cheap living, it's about adventure and balance. Earning dollars in a low-cost country is the ultimate life hack. The secret's out Ecuador is for anyone seeking more from life. Living in Ecuador sounds like a dream come true, doesn't it? Imagine waking up to stunning landscapes, a vibrant culture, and a cost of living that allows you to truly enjoy life. It's a tempting prospect for many seeking a change of pace and a higher quality of life. But before you pack your bags, let's address some practical concerns. What about visas, the legal gateway to your new life? What about healthcare, ensuring your well-being is taken care of? And perhaps most importantly, what about safety, providing peace of mind in your new surroundings? The visa process is surprisingly straightforward. Prove a modest income, demonstrating you can support yourself, and you're well on your way. Ecuador welcomes those who can contribute to its economy without becoming a burden. Temporary residency, often the first step, smoothly leads to permanent status after 2 years of fulfilling the requirements. It's a well-defined path to long-term stability. Retirees often use Social Security benefits to meet the income requirements, while remote workers simply show proof of a consistent income stream from their online endeavors. The key is demonstrating financial stability. Healthcare? Ecuador boasts modern hospitals, many with US-trained doctors, ensuring access to quality medical care. And the best part? Affordable private insurance makes healthcare accessible to almost everyone. A specialist visit might only set you back $40, and comprehensive insurance plans are a fraction of what you'd pay in the US, freeing up your budget for other pursuits. Many expats report that the level of care feels more personal and attentive than what they were accustomed to back home. Safety? Like any country in the world, Ecuador isn't immune to crime, but the vast majority of expats report feeling safe and secure, particularly in popular cities like Cuenca, known for its friendly atmosphere. The key is to exercise common sense and be aware of your surroundings, just as you would in any major city around the globe. The trade-off is often a more peaceful, relaxed, and significantly less stressful life. Moving abroad is never entirely easy. It requires planning, preparation, and a willingness to adapt, but Ecuador's welcoming policies and relatively simple processes make it surprisingly accessible compared to many other countries. For most expats, the benefits of living in Ecuador far outweigh the challenges of relocating. Ultimately, it represents a practical and attainable path to a better, more fulfilling life. Beyond the savings, people stay for the lifestyle. In California, life is a race. Urgent, competitive, exhausting. In Ecuador, the pace slows. Lunch is a 2-hour family affair. Community matters. Neighbors know each other. People stop to chat. Stress levels drop. People sleep better, laugh more, rediscover hobbies. It's not just about saving money. It's about gaining life. One former executive said, "In California, I was my job title. Here, I'm just me." She found herself in Ecuador. Gardening, making cheese, having coffee with friends. The transformation is real. Less stress, more meaning. People trade frantic accumulation for genuine experiences. That's the real reason so many stay. Is Ecuador a perfect paradise? No. Moving abroad is hard. New language, new culture, bureaucracy. You'll miss some conveniences, and being far from family can be tough. The slower pace takes getting used to. But for many, the positives outweigh the negatives. They trade some comforts for financial freedom and peace of mind. It's not about escaping California, but finding a better way to live. It's about balance, community, and redefining what matters. Ecuador isn't for everyone, but for thousands, it's a new version of the good life. They've found fulfillment that money alone can't buy. And that's something you can't put a price on.